Now, if the field current is reversed, then residual magnetism will destroy. Okay, so voltage buildup not possible. So the statement, so the correct option is D, not possible. Now come to the question number 18. A separately excited DC generator running at a rated speed has 6 volt across its armature. Okay, armature terminal with no field current in the field circuit. Okay, now when field winding is excited with 1 ampere, the voltage build up to 250 volt at no load. Okay, in case field current is reduced to zero with speed remaining unaltered, the armature terminal voltage would be 6 volt, less than 6 volt, more than 6 volt, and 0. Now come to the solution. This is the very important concept. So we have to remind this. Okay, when field current is reduced from 1 to 0 ampere due to the residual terminal voltage will be slightly more than 6 volt. Why? When the 1 ampere current is flowing through the field circuit, some flux would build up. Now, if we reduce the field current to zero, then reduce due to the residual magnetism property of a field, residual magnetism property of field, it would hold some flux. It would hold some flux, which leads to slightly increase the voltage above 6 volt. So the answer is 6, more than 6 volt. So the correct option is 6, C. Now come to the question number 19. A DC generator, when driven without any excitation, showed an open circuit voltage of 12 volt. When field circuit was excited, the voltage dropped 0. Okay, it is happened due to field resistance was higher than critical resistance. There is a no residual magnetism in the field circuit. Field winding was wrongly connected. There was a brick in the armature circuit. Now come to the solution. Now statement as mentioned in the option A, field resistance was higher than critical resistance. In this option, we not start the build-up characteristics, but the question is saying that to reduce the voltage. So this when there was option B, there was no residual magnetism in the field circuit. In this case, it not start with voltage build-up characteristics. Okay, when field winding is wrongly connected. Okay, when field winding is wrongly connected, then it it reduce its armature voltage due to the presence of residual magnetism. So it only a way to reduce the armature voltage from some value to 0. In this case, in the option C, it reduce from the finite value of voltage to 0, only in case, in this case. So the option C is correct. Now come to the question number 20. A DC shunt generator having a shunt field of 50 ohm was generating normally at 1000 rpm. The critical resistance of this machine was 80 ohm. Due to some reason, the speed of prime mover becomes such that the generator fails to generate. The speed at that time must have been 1000 rpm, 800 rpm, 625 rpm, and 500 rpm. Now come to the solution. This is the characteristics versus speed versus field. So this is the field winding resistance, and it is work at this field resistance at 1000 rpm. Now, if we at this condition, the critical field resistance is 80 ohm, and when the speed is reduced, then characteristics shift on this area. In this area, then critical field resistance is 50 ohm. That is the speed at this critical field resistance speed n days, would let speed n days. Now come to the solution. This is a simple question. So we know that EMF equals to K and phi, and phi field, phi flux is directly proportional to field current. So the KF IF, where IF is directly proportional to voltage. So the voltage divided by RFC. Now put in the value in this equation. Now we become the RFC equals to K and phi KFNC. Now put the value of NC and RFC at 1000 rpm. The critical field resistance is 80, and when the reduced speed is reduced to NC, that is N dash. Okay, then the critical field resistance is 50. So the put the value of all this thing, then we get NC, critical field speed, that is 625 rpm. So the answer C is correct. If you have any query, then meet me in comment box. Okay, if you like this video, then like it, share it, and comment on it. And coming soon solutions are power electronics for P.S.Bimbhra, EMFT, Matthew, and OCDQ, electromagnets, comes outline series, and many more. So don't forget to subscribe my channel. That is, anybody can download education. That is ABCD education. So thanks a lot for listening. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.